me, it's fine. Hello, I'm DJ Marky from Brazil. We're not in Brazil, but very similar. We are at Sunbeatz, and I'm playing tonight, and I hope you guys enjoy it, basically. Yeah, I'm really looking forward for the party tonight. I heard a lot of good things about it. You know, I feel like very comfortable, you know, especially the lineup tonight, because I've got all my friends, Roof Rider, Randu, they are my heroes, so it's going to be really good. Oh yeah, I feel like at home a little bit, you know. But to be honest, I miss home because I've been on the road for like 4 weeks. I'm missing my bed, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like home totally, you know, like it's like second home, so it's good. Well, in Ibiza, I played for Cowcox like 4 years in a row. Last year, the year before, I didn't play, so I don't know how it's gonna be. What I know, what I heard is a really, really good crowd. You know, the DJ concept is, my point of view, is all about exchange energy. So if people give me a good energy, I give them back as well good energy. So I'm working like that. For me, it's all about the vibe because I'm not practice my set. In my point of view, I never know what people wants to hear. I want to surprise the crowd and I surprise myself as well. Because otherwise, my job is going to be very boring. Sometimes, you know, I'm not perfect, and sometimes I made like some mistakes, and I like it. I like that, you know. I'm a human, so. When I used to play techno back in the day in Brazil, I like it. But when I discovered drum and bass, and the vibe of drum and bass is just like so, it was more intense, it was faster, and in my point of view, it was very interesting, and that's why I think I can communicate much better, you know, playing this style of music. And the energy people has got in the dance floor, you know, makes me feel good and special at the same time. So that's why when I play, I always try to smile back to people. I think the music is connecting people, basically. That's why I love music so much. Oh, it's always a surprise, you know, you don't know the people in the crowd, but they know you. Well, I don't know them, but I try to give them something special. I think my job is a gift. I always had like, you know, some problems with myself, or just like, oh, why I'm playing records or something like that. But you know, that's what I do. That's what I like to do. And so I stopped thinking about this because I was like, come on, I don't play football, you know. For me, the worst part, from my point of view, is just being away from my kid, basically, from my son. Because he's young, he's 9 years old. It's the only part, like, for me, is just very, very, very hard. So that's why every time I travel, I just stay like 3 weeks, no more than 3 weeks in one day. 3 weeks in one day, I go crazy. So, and he start calling me, and just like, Dad, when you coming home? You know, he knows how to play records, vinyl, but he doesn't like CDs. He's the same as me. You need to touch a lot of things, and I need to do something with my hands. My kid is the same. She's got St. James. I want to move my hands, and I can't do. I like to, you know, to just move it. And it's just a normal process for me. It's just sometimes like a lot of people, my friends, just like, yeah, you're speaking for hands, you know, you just don't need to talk. But, about the pick up the turntable and turn it upside down. The credit is for my kid, basically. It's not for me. Actually, I was holding him like he was like, I don't know, about 5 years old. I was holding him 5 years old, and I was recording a set, and he just slapped the box of cigarette underneath the arm of the turntable. And it started repeating, the arm started repeating, and I just like, oh my God, this is very interesting. So I said, you know what, let me see what if I can do something, you know. And I just like put it back on a vertical, and I just like, oh wow. That's really interesting. Yeah, it's him. So I was like, wow, that's really cool. Yeah, so I went to my mother's house and I showed my mom, and she's like, oh, this is very cool, you know. It's very cool for you to do it, you know, especially because my mom is really into it. She likes music. Me and her, we got really, really good connection. In London was me, Andy C, Zinc, and Ronnie Size, called the Forefront Tour, and the first day was in Brighton. So I'm a good friend of GQ, and I was playing with I think it was his Stamina. Yeah, it was me and Stamina. And Zinc played first, then me. Then before Andy came on, I said to Gary, I said, Jay, I got something to show you. And he's like, oh, what you want to show me? I say, yeah, have a look. And I just like, in the middle of the crowd, I just turned the deck upside down and I just started scratching it. And the whole place went mental. And Andy and everyone's just like, what the fuck is this guy doing? You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, yeah, wicked. It's just like, yeah, that's good, that's cool. But, but most of the times I like to play records. I want to hear the music. I think the music comes first. And the show thing, it's just a part, I don't care too much about the part of the show. I care more about the music and teach people about good music, what I think is good, That's for me, it's the most important thing. That comes first. Yeah, I'm going crazy, I know, it's just like... I used to do a show from MTV in Brazil, and they want me to hold the microphone, and I just like... And they're like, what are you doing? Just stop it. So I can't stop. My future projects, I've got loads of releases on my label, Inner Ground Records. Probably around February, my album's coming out, so I'm working on an album. And it's going to be a very interesting album. And it's just, to be honest, the album is a present from my parents and from my kids. Things like gifts is very, in my point of view, it's very Brazilian, very, very cultural. But yeah, I like it, I like it. I like to share, I think it's all about, I got a lot of friends, came from a really poor background. I tried to help them, and that's the way I see life, if I have a little bit more, why not help someone else, So that's why I always teach my kid, and it's fantastic. Sometimes you see one DJ and you're just like, oh my God, no, I don't like that sound. But if you hear someone else play, it's just like, oh my God, but this is different. So then you just like start like that, then connect with the other styles. So, even if you ask me, I like everything, but but if you ask me like how you started drum and bass you like most, I'm gonna say of course it's more jazz and more funk and more groovy, In my point of view, I can see more girls on the dance floor, which is good. When I think my job was perfect, is perfect, is when I can see the whole crowd dancing. The most important thing. I'm an entertainer, I need to make them dance. Yeah, I like it.